Shalom and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am here and I just got back from 9 days in Egypt. I am so excited to share with you all that I did. This is just an overview of what I thought of the country and all that I saw, and then I'll come at you with 7 vlogs of everything. So first of all, just a few of the highlights. I got to scuba dive for the very first time in the Red Sea. I've never scuba dived before. I've never swam in the Red Sea. I've never seen the Red Sea. So I got to go down and we scuba dived out of Dahab, which is in the Sinai Peninsula, closer on the side to Israel. And it was amazing. Scuba diving is actually so scary. I don't know that I'll ever do it again now that I've done it one time. Just because, I don't know, you can really, I think, if you stop breathing, you're dead and you're underwater with your tank, you know, you're weighted down. And so it was an awesome experience, but super scary. But I saw lots of fish and lots of beautiful coral. The Red Sea is so beautiful, so clear. It was seriously such like a cool experience, and now I can say, done it, check that off the list. So that was awesome. Also, I went up Mount Sinai. I was in the place where Moses received the 10 Commandments, where Moses saw the face of God and God spoke to him. So awesome, so beautiful. We did a night hike up the mountain, led by the light of the moon, and then saw the sunrise. So beautiful. Also, we went to the pyramids, one of the 7 wonders of the world. Always wanted to go to see the pyramids. Amazing. We got to go inside the pyramids and go down to where the tombs are. We also went to the what's it called? The Kings and the Tombs of the Kings, Tombs of the Queens, Valley of the Kings and Queens. And this is where a lot of the kings of Egypt were buried. So we got to also go into their tombs. Awesome. You can go and see like the what's it called? Oh my gosh, my mind is blanking. But anyways, you can see the like sarcophaguses of where they're buried, and we went to the Egyptian Museum where you can see the mummified bodies, which is crazy. Also, we saw just so many beautiful, amazing temples. We went to Abu Simbel, one of the most famous, biggest temples that's carved into the rock. The temples are just outstanding. All of the hieroglyphics, all of the just beautiful, like, and so well thought out. Some of them like have just super architectural, amazing things. Awesome. And another thing we did was we went on a 3-day cruise on the Nile River. So awesome to, first of all, I love cruising, it's my favorite thing, but to be on the Nile River, again, such a biblical place, so much history in the land of Egypt, so awesome to be there. I saw so many things. I loved everything that I saw and did. It was amazing. Like, I had so many awesome experiences, opportunities. That part of Egypt was so great. But also, I just wanted to share with you some of the feelings I was feeling when I was there, because actually, not that I have been to so many countries, but Egypt, I think, is the poorest out of all the countries I've been to, and I wasn't really expecting that, especially when I think of Egypt, I think of a developed country, but it's actually a shocking statistic that a lot of Egyptians live off of less than $300 a year. $300 a year they're living off of. So obviously their currency is Egyptian pounds, and it's like $1 equals 17 pounds. So they're converting this, and their dollar is worth much less, and so things are much less expensive, but still $300 is not very much, and so their standard of living is much lower, and it's really sad to see a lot of I don't know, I think just buildings aren't very nice. A lot of we were maybe in touristy areas, which is where the poor people are, because they're trying to sell you things. So that was one thing that I guess I wasn't expecting so much, because again, I've been to places like Thailand. I've also been to places like Israel where they have the old city and everybody's trying to sell you things. But Egypt was very different. And the people were, first of all, you felt that they really needed the money. And it's really sad when you don't want to buy the things that they have, but they really do need your money, and it's just sad, and that like, I like don't want this, but like I want to give you money because I feel sorry for you. Because truly, they really need to sell these things because this is how they support themselves. But the way that they do it makes it less enjoyable to shop. So I love to shop. I love to be a tourist, especially when you're in a country like this where where the US dollar is worth more. So things are very cheap. But it's unfortunate that they really are trying to bargain with you, and so they are like coming up. You don't have to even go to their store because they're bringing you all the products and they're giving you a price, and then you don't even say anything and they're already halfway down and they just keep lowering and lowering the price. And I'm like, I don't even want that. But so that part was really hard, especially like they're following you to your vehicle or following you inside places, like bringing you and trying to sell you things. And I'm just like, oh, I really don't want this. And you keep saying no. And it's really, that part of it was sort of new for me and a hard experience, just because it's hard saying no, especially when you do feel sorry for them and you know that they need the money. But at the same time, it's like, no, I don't want this, and stop following me. So that was like interesting for me. And I don't know, also I just think maybe some of the people that we were encountering in the areas that we were, they did need money, and so they're like, tip, money, and even the company that we were working for, obviously everybody wants money, everybody, like, it's a business, but it just seemed like they weren't very fair to us, which was unfortunate. And then especially a few days when we were off on our own, we went to less touristy areas, and actually was talking to this local guy who brought us to this restaurant, and then we were like in the shopping area and it was a much nicer. And so I think maybe it's just the areas that we were in were more touristy, and then you get the kind of people who are really trying to pressure you into buying things. But when we went out into the non-touristy areas, it was very much enjoyable, and I'm sure the Egyptian, most of the people are very great, and we did actually meet this really nice Egyptian lady, and got to have a conversation with her. She's actually only been living in Egypt for 5 years now, but anyways, she is very much blended into the culture, and she explained to us a little bit about Egypt. So anyways, there was good and bad of Egypt. Good, all of the things that I saw. Bad, sometimes it's just the experiences with the people that were pressuring me. But other than that, it was a great experience, amazing opportunity to be able to go to Egypt. And yeah, I'm excited for you to see all of the vlogs. And yeah, stay tuned, okay? I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.